You got it this time, Naresh?
I'll take it.
Play by play.
Little turn. Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Y'all know what to do.
Yep.
I don't need to. That's it. Is this not live? It is live.
It says it's live.
Yeah.
She was talking to me.
Rachel, you want to show? That's pretty. All right, we have a couple actually.
Oh, there it is.
Let's try. Let's see. Come here. Come here. Can you bunny rabbit? Show me bunny rabbit. Good. Okay. You know you're very religious, so let's say a prayer.
to tell you. You better watch out at that stuff.
Are you trying to win?
Does not matter to me.
Would you rather be boom train or
We're
dead?
playing unofficial.
For real?
Yeah. We have too many injuries. And
No, I know. So like, why? But because standings don't matter. It's like
standings don't matter. Yeah. So
what's the
Yeah,
difference?
I know.
what do you mean?
Why are you?
What are my other tricks?
Because
Oh,
we need
Lyra.
to maintain. If we play official, we need to maintain gender minority.
Oh,
gender.
you might that.
We don't have gender right now, as of right now.
Lyra, come.
Like Annika's still hurt. Annika might not be ready for nationals. Tarun tore his labrum from the hit.
What is it? Labrum? Is that up here?
Oh, you
Was that in our game?
It was only after your game. We didn't play another game after. He tore his labrum. We just got a kid cleared from a concussion, which was a really bad concussion.
Anika's injury was from.
I feel so supported.
That's what she told me.
Yeah. It was a pile up and everything
That's all
happened.
we did.
So we'll see.
Or
What
wait,
happens.
that's what Byron told me. Byron told me that she ran into that.
It was just a pile up and she couldn't get up. But, yeah. We'll see what happens.
Sorry about that. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Alright,
Well, you can stay there until after.
Injuries happen. Injuries happen. And it wasn't like anything crazy egregious.
All I did during
one of them, I think this was
That one was where he was like, yes. Come on.
yeah, he shouldn't have done that. We immediately, I don't know, we were like,
No, I heard you're fine. Even that one, like it was unfortunate that it was a torn labrum, but like, it's one of those things where
it's a standard neck contact though. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was always.
I don't know what that reference is, but I like she's
yeah, no,
bodybuilding.
literally, you're fine. Like there's
I know, like after what happened last year.
Where's my whistle?
Cruz, like,
punch Colin?
Where are we?
I'm gonna tell your brother you said
I'll
that.
tell you this: if you had punched anyone else,
Do I have a whistle?
if Cruz had punched anyone else, that would have been like a problem maybe. But Colin is one of the most easygoing people I've ever seen. And that kid, again, everyone talks about Jason, everyone talks about Byron, Annika, Trevette. Colin Fagan is the best player on the left.
There it is.
When he did play, he was the best player.
that's a tape.
That is not a tape. I've
That's a
seen
tape.
that kid every single day. He is the best player.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be two.
All right, y'all. Thank you for joining. This game is going to be Boom Train against DCQC. DCQC has changed from this morning. They'll be wearing their dark jerseys so that we don't have two teams wearing white. DCQC is 1-1 with a loss to Bosnia and a win against Monuments. Boom Train is 2-0 with a win against Monuments and then a nail-biter win against Bosnia. That game was the last one to be played. It's been delayed a little bit here on the Brooms Up due to some equipment issues with one of the hoops. That has been resolved, but it's also given Boom Train a little bit more time to rest and catch their breaths after that absolute marathon game against Bosnia.
I believe in you.
It's just gonna keep going.
No. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'll plug it when I get tired.
Okay. Are you trying to do this, or do you want me to do it? Because I can do it if it's play by play. Okay.
Well, for, oh, 12. They want to run music. 45 seconds. One.
You like to have a plan, no?
Bro, I'm missing Dune 2 for this.
You're not missing anything if you think you're missing Dune 2.
Bro, have you seen that? Dune 2's so fire, bro.
You've already seen it.
I've already seen it.
So you're not missing it. You've already seen it.
No, I was gonna go back and watch it. I'm gonna rewatch it. It's a fire movie. Why are you hating, bro? Chat, put in the comments. Was Dune 2 good? Damn, they said no. Well, no one's responded, but that's fine. I also don't know if anyone's actually talking. Damn, we've been live for 5 minutes and nothing's happened. Typical
Yeah, I
quad
thought
ball.
this one was gonna get started.
They haven't done chance yet? Bro.
So then we were like Duval, but Duval's closed for the summer.
For the summer? Because of the Boys and Kids Club again?
No, like they're like doing construction or like.
Instead of being in my pockets.
He's literally about to use the chopstick I want him to bring over to me. See it in his hand. Ugh.
Man! Why doesn't John have one of the tank tops?
No, I went Brian made my mom left like 7 of those tank tops at my house, and when I moved, I gave them. Because I didn't know what else to do.
Imagine if you won on top.
Well, we have 4 Boom Train players on the field, and no one from DCQC has entered the pitch.
1, 2, 3.
All right, so Melby,
DeWick.
DeWick, Gaiman,
I think it's
Guyman, Andrews, Zoc, and Johnson, I believe, are the starters out there right now. For Boom Train, DCQC is going to roll out with Rankin, Stone, Generette, Knipple, Burgess, and Koretsky. Looks like it's going to be quad ball for Boom Train, dodgeballs for DCQC. And I'll pass it off to Naresh Adal for play-by-play on this one.
Hell yeah. Semi. How did you know I needed that?
Traditionally, the camera's pointing the middle of the field. So.
Conversation of I need John to
I'm the play-by-play guy, Keegan. I'm not the cameraman.
That's not true. You are not.
You said okay. That's the concerning
Maybe I
part.
need something else. I literally watched John take out my bag, and I go,
Have we? This is just a quick thing. DeWick and Brenna Duncan have experience playing together with Kansas City Stampede. I can't remember. Do we see them together, or was it always the DeWick Melby line beater pair?
Today,
Yeah,
I think this has mostly been the line today.
with DeWick and Melby, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go first because we won.
Yeah, that's interesting because I feel like they potentially would want someone who's like a beater pair that's experienced playing together. The way DeWick and Brenna Duncan have had, I think, the last 2 summers with Stampede. But hey, good things to try things new. Blah, let me slow down. Good ways to try something new. They have Josh Johnson,
That's so true, you're right.
Riley Andrews, Dara Guyman, Liam Zoc on the field at chaser, and DeWick and Naja Melby at beater. And it looks like that's not the same starting line for DC, correct? It's a new starting line.
New starting line. TJ Generette, Julia Rankin,
Liz Stone, and Jared
Jared
Knipple.
and then Bernie Burgess and Adrian Koretsky in the black headbands.
Oh, sure.
Look, this is Bernie's actually first real minutes in the quad ball game, it looks like, because his only other time seeing the field today has been snitch on pitch in their Monuments game.
Yeah, Bernie Burgess is the beater coach at DCQC this year and feels strongly that you cannot coach and play at the same time. And so for the first 20 minutes of the first 2 games today, he's not played himself so that he could better focus on the other beaters and help coach them up.
So, I mean, that's the importance of a non-playing coach. And again, we're seeing it for the 4th straight game. It looks like the beater without control is lined up to try to make a play for that green dodgeball. So we'll see who gets there first. And looks like there's some slight adjustment that was asked for by Amador.
Got to be on the left side of that cone.
Bernie Burgess does get there, takes some slight contact, but Koretsky and Bernie are able to get control and set up in their 2-2 zone.
Great roll there from Burgess.
Goal is good. The beaters got distracted after a great pick and roll from the Boom Train quad ball players.
Yeah, Liam Zach around the corner. I think if Boom Train tries to exploit a DCQC lack of physicality, they'll do well in this game.
Yeah, setting the screen to take out TJ Generate forces everyone else to step up, and just no one stepped up there. And Bernie was distracted to try to get control instead of watching quad ball. So we'll see. Oh, great play there by Rankin. Oh, that was a tough break. That looked like Andrews got their hands through the hoop to make the block, but Amadol says no, goal is good.
Riley Andrews definitely blocked that through the hoop. Unlucky call there for Boom Train.
Yeah, so they've tied it up. The score is 1-1, and it looks like in that possession, they've traded a control for a goal, and that's typically something I would be okay with most of the time. Great play there by Bernie. TJ picks it up. He is beat out of the play. Zoc picks it up with Burgess coming in with the great block, takes the ball, passes it to Koretsky. Koretsky's pressing, but takes DeWick out of the play, and Koretsky, again, potentially has control back, dodges a beat, kicks up the green one, and now they've gotten control back in some sheer chaos. Bernie subbed immediately for Rob Rice.
Yeah, good play there from DCQC, one of the few teams in the league that does have set beater plays.
So it looks like DeWick and Melby are targeting Koretsky to try to get them out of the play. Great play there to hook Koretsky's elbow to prevent them from throwing back. Andrew's taking this time to go up the backside, passes it up to Zoc. Zoc has Rankin on them. Josh Johnson gets the ball, top of the key, passes it over everyone to Andrews. Andrews slowing it up to get Generate towards them. They're hearing calls of none. Rankin coming out of nowhere to make a play on the ball, dives to the ball, gets beat up by DeWick. Generate gets it, runs back to the keeper zone for protection, and that was a good stand for DCQC, potentially for filling up the passing lanes and being a bit more physical than we've talked about in that last possession.
Yep, great spot there from Julia Rankin. Read the pass the whole way, knocked it down, and then the good fight for it.
Generate with the ball in the hand, top of the key. Beater play happens on the left side. Ball goes to the left side. Generate is holding on to the ball. Has three people now committed to him. Passes it to the backside, but right to a beater. It's a poor decision by Generate instead of using his passing options with Rankin and Stone right and left of him.
It's a tough read from Generate, but Boom Train really could have pressed harder there than they did. DCQC's only dodgeball was in the hands of Taylor Randolph way behind the hoops. And quite frankly, DCQC is lucky to not have a fast break against them.
Yeah, Walters and Duncan have come in this game. Johnson has the ball right side, waiting for the play to develop. Walters potentially is looking for a tap on Stone. Wow, easy there. Just walking in with the beater support and take that shot medium hoop, and it's going to be there every time.
Knipple at first hung his head and then nodded. He knows that was his hoop he needed to block.
Walters, very aggressive play, takes Stone out of the play, taps him out, and now is looking to get back in play. Great pressure defense there by, looks like Gaiman and Zoc. 2-on-1 against Generate. Generate squeezes out of it, holds on to the ball, looks, shoots, no good. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. Randolph gets beat out of the play. Walters and Duncan have control, and they're looking to pick up the pace a bit.
Boom Train is lucky Generate didn't score there. Their beaters focused way too much on dodgeballs instead of quad ball.
Yeah, so Johnson has the ball, has the ball, passes it off to Andrews, backside. Knipple steps up, passes it to Zoc. Zoc with the perfect timing. Great hands by Knipple there. And Tad Walters turns his back, does not pay attention to what's going on, passes it to Andrews. Johnson with the pass to Andrews. Goal is good.
Riley Andrews was in coverage there for DCQC. Otherwise, they looked pretty good. Their beaters were cooking. They looked like they were causing some pressure, but Andrews, no one picked him up.
Yeah, and this is something that they were doing. Boom Train was not able to do a lot in the defense that Bosnia was throwing at them in the last game, where those set plays, those timing plays that they're really known for, they weren't getting previously. Walters with a great catch, passes off to Knipple, beat out by Duncan. Looks like High is trying to get there, but it'll be out of bounds. Gaiman gets the ball, passes off to Andrews. They're hearing calls of none. Andrews takes off. No one in front of him. Beaters everywhere to control. Passes it off to Zoc. Zoc scores medium hoop. No good. Goal is no good by Amadol. My apologies. Amadol said no good. I'm sure of why that was called no good.
Ali Iannucci did take some contact on that last play and did sub off pretty immediately for Jack Butler there. Walters can't get the block. It's going to win control for DCQC. Generate
Generate has to look up. He has High wide open on the top side. High catches it, has space. Looks like they have Neutral on the left side and Bowman on the backside. Long pass to Bowman. Bowman rips a shot, gets picked out of the air, knocked down from the air, and now Andrews is just running. Bourne does not see the quaffle. Oh, tough break there for Colin Bourne, who made a play for control instead of looking for quad ball. Gave up the goal, even though they gave up the goal instead and got quad ball control back. Looks like there will be a quick pause. Looks like there is a quick pause to replace a dodgeball. The goal is 40-10. Boom Train is up. If you want to pump it up there. And it looks like Sheridan is going to sub in for Generette. High has the ball in hand. Rob Butler is in with Colin Bourne, with Julie Neutzel and Andrew Bowman in this game.
Colin Bourne, Jack Butler.
Jack Butler, I'm sorry. What did I say? Rob Butler?
I don't know.
I thought I said Butler or something. My bad. My apologies, Jack Butler. Sheridan is in the game. High has the ball, taking it up the right side of the field with control. Looks like Bourne wants the ball to go to the left side to Sheridan. High is going to continue taking space, drives, kicks it off, passes it off to Neutzel. Neutzel rips the shot, stuffed right into Peachy's hands. Peachy is getting wrapped up by, oh, great play there by Neutzel. Peachy with a great stop to get the ball back to the defense. Bowman shoves Emma Vasquez out of the air. That's going to be a card for reckless play.
Weak call.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I personally think that if you're allowed to have contact in quad ball, then you should be allowed to have contact in quad ball. He was trying to slow down, kind of ran into her, did not extend his hands.
He extended. That was a push.
But what are you going to do?
But in that play, Tad Walters with a great play to take a beat to knock the ball out of the air, and now they get control back. Pushes the ball, pushes the pace, passes it off to Peachy. Digman passes to Manzella, another drop pass. Manzella recovers to get Vasquez the ball. Vasquez has a beater coming in. We'll see if they made aware. Bourne is able to step, passes it off to Peachy. Peachy scores.
Colin Bourne knows it. He needed to throw. It didn't matter who. He had to throw at someone. The indecision is what's going to lead to goals for the other team.
Yeah, so the score is 50-10, and just not a great look. That's twice either they've had control or they've tried to make a play for control and they've given up the goal. And in a game where you might not have the advantage athletically and or strategically, you can't be giving up goals like that. And you'd rather not give up a goal and not have control than give up a goal and keep control.
I think it's similar to something I said in the last game with Ryan Sue, where he went to press and then didn't do anything, and it cost him control. I think similarly for Colin Bourne here, coming back on defense, was showing that he could beat out a Boom Train player. And then not only did he not throw, there was no pump fake, there was no nothing, and Boom Train realized, like, oh, he's not going to throw. And they were able to get 2 passes off. Even if the throw comes late, even if it doesn't connect, at least if you try to do something, you might get it done. You just stand there looking at who all their passing options are, you're not going to get the stop.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is Vasquez was not paying attention to where Bourne was, so she looked up at the very last second. So just a quick little pump fake by Bourne would have gotten the ball out, and he would have been able to then take the beat on, I think it was Digman on the right side. So just a quick little, hopefully that's an adjustment that is made sooner than later. But they have control. Score is 50-10.
650.
It's about 7 minutes, and the score is 50-10. Boom Train is up. DCQC has the ball in Sheridan's hand, passes it off to Bowman. Bowman has the ball on the right side. Looks like Bourne wants the beaters to split. He has taken it up the left side. Ball goes right. High has the ball one-on-one against Peachy. Great space, moves it off, gets into open space, passes it off to Sheridan. Low pass, runs right into a beat. Sue with a great beat in there. Digman drives, there's no one there. And goal is good. Score is 60-10.
DCQC is doing a first pass deep. It's been to Jeanette High. It's been to Julie Neutzel. quite frankly, it's been to a lot of players who are much, much shorter than Peachy and Digman. And as soon as they get the ball, they're being absolutely smothered. They aren't able to pass it around these people who are just much taller with wider wingspans than them.
Play there by Bourne to get control back. Dodgeballs are all on the ground. Sue's left the quad ball game, now coming back into the game. But that, again, that is where DCQC needs to capitalize. Neutral with a great wrap, gets rid of the ball. Unfortunately, missed shot by their high. Sheridan with the hustle, dunks it in. Goal is good, 6-2.
Good hands from Manzella to get the first stop, but great heads-up play from Sheridan to come in out of nowhere, pick it up, and dunk it.
Hustle goals will still keep you. These are the type of goals that will keep you in game. Bourne is trying to press. Sue's going all the way to the wide right side. Sue tries to take the exchange. Both beaters miss. Bourne picks up the ball, still has control. Looks like that's Marissa Weir. Takes the exchange against Rob Butler. Butler gets the ball. Now is looking to get back in play. Digman gets the ball from the deep side pass from Peachy. Digman has the ball right side, and they're going to look to slow it up. Great block there by Sue. And it looks like Bourne's out of the play. Missed throw by Butler, and they're going to lose control here. Manzella with the missed shot. Vasquez has the ball in hand with Neutral closing in heavy. Peachy has the ball on the left side, passes it up to Digman where they have a little triangle here. But again, another beat right to a beater. Passes it to Manzella. Manzella should score that, yeah. Even though the hoop was knocked out, it went right into Manzella's body, who just reverse dunked it in.
Way to survive the pressure there from Boom Train. Initially, they survived to press. Then they were able to win control on kind of their second chance opportunity before going through to score that goal.
Looks like Bernie Burgess and Adrian Koretsky, the starting beater pair, have come in for this DCQC squad with Rachel Williams and Julia Rankin coming back in. Passes off to the backside to Bowman. Bowman has multiple people closing out on him. Passes it back up to Sheridan. Sheridan takes the beat there from Sue. Nivash Jairam gets beat out. Clear called for Rachel Williams, who gets the ball off to Bowman. Bowman has the hook. Great hook there by Vasquez. Clears it. Bowman finishes. Tall hoop. Score is 70-30.
Good defense there from Vasquez, but better offense from Bowman. He got his arm out by switching which hand the ball was in so that it wouldn't get stripped. Good goal there from Andrew Bowman.
Yeah, it looks like the first line that we saw initially against Monuments is back in with Nivash Jairam, Noya Sasra, Kennedy Murphy, and Kaylee Fugate. Looks like Marissa Weir is going to sub. Ryan Sue is still in the play. Sheridan passes it off. Passes off the defender to Bowman. Bowman steps up. Oh, that did not look like it went in, but Amador called it good.
Shooter's roll for Nivash Jairam there.
Well, if it bounces off the bottom of the rimI don't know if that we should consider, but that's fine. We'll call it. Chananong is in with, looks like Nadja Melby. Bernie and Correct
sub out.
Oh, that's a good no-look pass there by Bowman. Great pass and great cut there for DCQC. They might not have stopped Boom Train, but they're actively putting up more goals on the field. And now Bernie's dominating. He has all dodgeballs are on the DCQC side. Bernie has a chance to press if he wants it. Pass gets made off to Noyes. Noyes passes it back to Murphy. Murphy rips the ball back to Nivash. Littleton playing defense there for a second. Noyes also takes the full reset. And also is going to slow it down. Channing Ong forces Bernie to get the ball out. Bernie's beat out on the throw backwards to Ong. Channon's asking for the Boom Train chasers to move, and it looks like the timing was off there. Oster has the ball, sized up by Sheridan. Murphy's looking to set a screen, passes it off to Neves in the background. Bowman comes in like a bullet, takes the ball out and takes the beat. Great defense there by Bowman.
Andrew Bowman is in his first year of club quad ball, and in DCQC's first games of the day, I don't think he'd really come out knowing his name. He came out to play in the premier matchup. He came out to play against Boom Train on both sides of the pitch.
Yeah, so the score is 80-40, and Boom Train does have control here with Harry Dill and Channing Ung. Sheridan has the ball left side. Rob Rice takes out Dill on the left side. Sheridan drives, passes it off to Bowman. Bowman rips the shot. Goal is good. This is turning into the Andrew Bowman show.
Sheridan and Bowman from Maryland and UVA respectively. Not known, those two schools, for getting along, but certainly a good pair now.
Yeah, Nivas takes off, passes it off in the air for too long. Bowman with another stop. Is in position. Generate and Bowman are in position. Generate takes a hit on Ostra. Bowman steps back. Rachel Williams is now closing out on the ball carrier, Kaylee Fugate. Great defense there by Williams. Now Rankin has the ball. No good there by Harry Dill. Goal is good by Julian Rankin. Now this is suddenly the score is 80-60. The score is 80-60. DCQC with amazing momentum for I think on a 4-1, 4-2 run.
Something like that. Boom Train went up 4-1 against Bosnia before they gave up a 4-1 run themselves. And it's happening again.
It's okay.
Yeah, so
This Boom Train needs to fix this. They come out with energy and then they let the other team crawl back in.
yeah, so the score is it is a 4-1 run confirmed by scorekeep. Zoc with the ball is getting screened off. Goal is good on the small hoop. Hey, that's a play that's worked for them a couple times this game. Setting the screen on the left side and then rolling into that space. Colin Bourne trying to take a major play to try to get control and just throws the ball out of bounds. Boom Train has the opportunity to press if they want it. We'll see how Generette reacts to this. Generette throws right into throws right into defense. Let me slow down. Generette throws the ball right into traffic, but I think they're going to get a call for making contact before the receiver actually has the ball. And this is a play that potentially I was said earlier with Guyman and David Fox, where Guyman hit David Fox as they were landing, which should have been a card. They got lucky there. I don't know if they're going to be lucky now.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a call here on Boom Train, whether or not it's for helpless receiver, for contact before the player had a ball, for contact from behind. I'm not sure. It's going to be something. But definitely, as you said earlier, Colin Bourne made a range beat attempt on to try to win control back. Missed high, and I really don't think it was a beat you need to make. If Ong is picking it up on the sidelines, just sprint in, make him try to throw back to his own side, and have your teammate go for the race. That beat is almost never worth it.
That's always so awkward when you're just like, I have no idea.
You're like trying to make a
So it looks like there is a longer discussion about the overall call here.
It was when you were chasing and you were guarding me and I caught the ball and you
But the score is 90-60, which initially with the way this game started, it quickly could have been a blowout. But that early timeout by DCQC does look like it has helped.
And this also it looks the best DCQC has looked all day, and it looks like it's because they're trying harder. Like, they're playing faster, their defense is more aggressive, they are first to lose balls on offense. You'd like that aggression every game, but at least it's finally shown up in this tournament.
Yellow card, 1 minute until scores. Second foul on the play. This will be a back to boot. Contact. DC on this
So Unga is awarded the dodgeball, back to hoops for Taylor Randolph, and Guyman gets a box of the yellow for helpless receiver yellow on Stone. Stone has the quad ball and can immediately pass to Generate without using a reset.
And all this time frame, Colin Bourne has been able to run back into the field, which is able to let DCQC just slow it down. Randolph immediately subs for Trina Hicks, who's now beating with Bourne. Tina Bourdon?
Yep.
Okay. Tina Bourdon with the ball middle has Riley Andrews' attention. He has two chasers on the right side. Generate gets the ball, drives it left side, has the pass right through Josh Johnson. It's not the look that you wanted there. Great pressure there by Bourdon to get Johnson from running the break. Zoc's looking to set up a screen, passes it. Johnson passes it over everyone's head again, but Andrews is the first one there. Trina's closing out on the closeout, passes it to Zoc. Zoc has the ball, has transitioned, no good. Generate with the hand and Trina with the beak late coming in.
Colin Bourne made an absolutely phenomenal play when he was last on offense to win control, then caused a no bludgers. That's when Johnson knocked down the pass and ran forward. He then did lose control after that.
Yeah, I would have wanted Generette. I know we'll talk about it after, but Generette had two people on the right side. Instead of taking a left passing right, he should have just stayed right and taken the numbers advantage, which in theory is what they're trying to do now, but it looks like there were multiple tap beats out. DeWick and Ong are blowing everything up, and Williams is going to try to fight for that on the backside. Gets wrapped up by Guyman. Guyman forces the ball out, and Andrews has the ball in hand. We're at 15 minutes. The score is 90-60. DeWick and Melby are back in this game.
This is a win for DCQC. Still in range at 15 minutes. That's a win for this team.
Beat out by Bourne. Andrews has the ball on the left side. gets sized up by Stone, who's potentially going to take this tap beat by Melby. DJ Generate is getting tapped out, but he's the keeper. Generate tries wrapping up Andrews. That should be some contact there. Unfortunately, Generate made the stop, but Bourdon came in with the second hit, and there looks like there was some neck contact there that should be called for an AR that has their hand up. Amadal is saying the contact was clear, and so it looks like potentially Andrews ran into that contact instead of Bourdon making that contact.
Lucky break there for DCQC.
Yeah. Yeah, so turned into it is the call. The ball's on the right side with Bourdon. Stone is on the left with Generate on the right side, who's getting marked off by Zoc. So Colin Bourne is in the middle of the field, trying to work with Butler to get control back. Andrews is sizing up Stone, has the beater behind him. Julian Utzel catches it, beats out Guyman, and now this goal is good. That was a great set play, almost Boom Train-esque by DCQC.
A beautiful goal, and the first time all day we've seen DCQC that well coordinated between beaters and chasers.
Great play there by Butler to try to get the ball back, and then Johnson just makes everyone look silly. It's in the air, gets people to someone to commit, and now just shoots over them. The goal is 10-7. Boom Train is up. Looks like DeWick is stepping up to try to potentially press. Takes the beat by Bourne. They get control back. It's a no dodgeball look. Generate is trying to dance with Zoc. Great tackle there by Zoc. Gets the ball on the ground, but they're off Broom. Generate's looking, calling for a screen. It's still no dodgeballs. Passes it off to Bourdon. Bourdon tries to dunk, tries to make a play, gets jumped on, and now is trying to complain, but Andrews is running. Bourne forces the dodgeball out of Andrews' hand, and that was great decisiveness for Bourne, who made the offensive look and made the defensive stop. But unfortunately, that's one that DCQC will want back.
They'll want that back, but I think Tino Bourdon made the right decision. You have to dunk there. That close to the hoops, that many things. He got taken down. It was good defense from Boom Train, but it's not like he made a bad decision.
Yeah. And again, great players will make great plays, and Boom Train made a great gang tackle to get Bourdon on the ground. Bourdon has the ball on the right side. Koretsky's back in this game with Burgess. Burgess takes the tap beat on Guyman. They were trying to make a really long pass to the left side where Bernie had made that beat. But that's just, the ball's going to be there way too long for them to actually be able to capitalize there. So a bit more patience is probably what DCQC would have wanted. Get the ball to the left side first and then make the pass to the back. But
I think after the one success with the coordination, they got a little bit excited and ran it just a little bit too fast.
Yeah. DeWick and Melby have the ball still. They have control. Burgess is marking off DeWick. Johnson makes the pass off to Vasquez. Vasquez will take that space, pass it off to Digman. Digman has the ball, passes it right back up to Johnson. Johnson has beater support, will take the space into Digman. Wide open goal to the tall hoop.
Great play there from Johnson. Driving right, it drew Tino Bourdon to that medium-sized hoop to try to block a shot, and that's what opened up the tall hoop there. Easy goal for Digman.
Looks like the set lines, again, it looks like Boom Train is playing set lines, and this set line with Manzella, usually we've seen Manzella and Dara Guyman with Josh Johnson, but now Digman and Emma Vasquez are playing with, Manzella and Peachy. Great wrap there by Emma Vasquez. Takedown high. Sheridan dodges the beat. He has a no dodgeball look if he wants it. Passes it off to Bourdon. Bourdon has the hoop. Oh, great stop there by Digman to come out of nowhere and strip the ball out of Bourdon's hands.
Huge stop there for Boom Train.
Digman passes it off to Manzella. Beat before. No. Ooh, that should not be good. But Amadal calls it good. It looks like there will be a stoppage for Tatalk and a potential injury. But it looks like they are good, though.
Adrian Koretsky, hey, they made a phenomenal catch off DeWick, who had been sprinting at them while throwing. And just kept his momentum up, ran right into them. Completely legal hit. They'd made the catch. They had full control, but I think just got the wind knocked out of them.
Yeah, great play there by the DCQC beaters to get back in there and take the beat to force it looks like the turnover because it was beat before, no good. And now it looks like there was an injury sub for Taylor Randolph.
Yeah, Taylor Randolph in for Adrian Koretsky.
Did you say that already? Oh, my bad.
Julia Rankin will start with quad ball here for DCQC. And again, the score is 12-7. So after DCQC have been able to keep it within 3 for about 16 or 17 minutes, as we reach 20 minutes, it is going to be up 5. Stwick is actually going to get a yellow card for dropping the shoulder into that hit on Koretsky. It is going to give DCQC control.
Checked her. Fell over. It's not my fault.
We'll get Tad once you come back.
Don't be proud, Justin. That's all that matters.
So there will be a dodgeball turnover here. It looks like Taylor Randolph and Bernie Burgess will get control back. Goal is no good. So the score is still 12-7, and Burgess and Randolph will look to. Oh, the score is 11-7. Score is 11-7. Goal was no good. Score is 11-7.
Huge swing for DCQC. If they can score on this beater power play, they'll be back within 3 as we hit 20 minutes.
Yeah, and Bowman is back on this field. And I was just about to ask you, Keegan, when do we see Bowman again? Because he's looked electric when he's been on the field. So Rankin has the ball on the right side with Sheridan on the left. Passes it off to Sheridan. Digman closes out on Sheridan. Dancing, they're on the middle of the field. Digman with some great defense being played. Allows for Sheridan to get the ball off. Bowman has the ball, rips a shot, but it's going to try to roll, but it looks like Bernie and Randolph will be able to protect it for Rankin to get the ball back.
20 minutes!
It is 20 minutes. So now it'll be last possession. DeWick is still in the box for Boom Train. We'll look to see what Bernie and Randolph try to do here. Bernie's going to try to run a 1.5 to take Brenna Duncan out of the play. Ball's on the ground. It's a no dodgeball look. Rankin passes off to Bowman. Bowman takes it, dunks it. It's medium hoop. But it looks like Amador was blowing the play dead.
No. The goal is
Goal
good.
is
That's
good.
the 20-minute stoppage.
Goal is good. At 20 minutes, the score is now 11-8. And at 28, considering where this game was in about 5-6 minutes, this is a win for DCQC.
This is a win for DCQC. It is also a coming out party for Andrew Bowman. He has played phenomenally. He did not play MLQ last summer. I believe he's been at a few tournaments so far this year for DCQC, but he certainly hasn't been like the storyline out of this camp. If he looks this good at Nationals, it is a weapon that DCQC is going to have that I don't think anyone expected coming into the tournament before this weekend.
100%. And that's where the current state of the quad ball game is. You got to let the kids play. There's so many great athletes coming out, and anyone that was following collegiate quad ball the last couple of years has heard about Andrew Bowman and how electric he was for UVA quad ball. And now it's clearly showing for this DCQC team because he's, I think, put up 4 goals by himself. The score is 11-8. It's a flag runner game. It looks like it might be Melton and Generate back as seekers for their respective teams. And we'll see what the decision is. I think at the end of the game, at the end of 20 minutes, DCQC had control. So we'll look to see if Generate has the advantage of having seen Trudeau as often as he has.
It's true it is an advantage, but Trudeau was also the flag runner against Monuments, and Generate was not able to come away with that catch. It did go to Delaney Lindbergh from Monuments. Generate is actually 0 for 2 on catches today, as Bosnia was also able to catch in that game. I think it was David Fox who came away with that grab. It's not often that Generate goes through a tournament without a catch, but that's the way it's trending if you can't pull one off here.
So we have Generate and looks like Melton. Melton in his 3rd straight game of looking for a broom with a cap on it. So eventually we'll get it right where he doesn't have to do that. DeWick is about to enter the field back in play. And looks like Randolph is back with Burgess.
Burgess is
ready to apply
right on
pressure.
top of Digman. Ball not in hand, but it will be his. As Duncan is going to have to sprint behind DCQC's hoops for that 3rd dodgeball.
Yeah, this should be potentially a quick goal for. Great play there by Bernie and Randolph to try to manipulate that 3rd bludger.
Bernie can now press Digman, and he's going to. But
yeah,
Randolph didn't go to press 2.
Oh, this is just great defense there by Bowman again. This almost went from a golden dream scenario to a nightmare scenario where Boom Train was just zipping the ball around after
Duncan
a
got beat
failed
from
press.
Burgess before she beat Jenneret. She thought too long before she threw.
Another goal for Andrew Bowman. Gets Digman in the air and so shoots it tall hoop. And now
Trudeau has Jenneret in a half Nelson. Debroomed himself. Tyler's been told not to do that again.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not legal. Burgess with a great shift and is now subbing off immediately.
Rob Rice.
For Rob Rice. Rob Rice beat. Oh, great catch there by Walters. Digman takes the space off the screen, dunks it for Peachy, dunks it tall hoop. That pick and roll game has absolutely been electric for this Boom Train squad.
It looked like Sheridan was going to get beat, so Bowman came for the help defense. That's what opened up the backside pass.
Melton has some one-on-one space against Trudeau. Walters takes the exchange against Rice, and they both get beat out. Melton has the space. Ali Anucci's zooming in to try to make that beat, makes the beat. Sheridan has the one-on-one against Andrews. Andrews gets wrapped up, gets the ball off to Peachy. Peachy now has potentially time to run. It's a no-blusher look. Sets a screen on Williams. Sheridan's back in play. Passes it off to Manzella. Manzella scores.
Jenneret has the catch, and the first snitch run, or the first flag runner whistle came before the ball went through the hoop.
So-
Whether or not they will get the timing right, I'm not sure. It was a very quiet whistle, but I do believe that TJ.
So that's exactly what Amadol just said. Because the ball was in the air when the snitch catch happened, the goal will not be good, and Peachy gets the ball back. And now Jenneret, it'll determine if the catch is good, because if the catch is good, the score should be tied 120 to 125. If the catch is no good, then it still is a 3-goal game with Boom Train having the ball in hand. It looks like Andrews is trying to tell Peachy, catch is good for DCQC, and that's the announcer's jinx. We said he hadn't had one all day, and he gets his first one there.
I also said it's not like him to go catchless in a tournament, and he's not going to here.
The set score is 17, and DCQC with the catch ties the game up 125-120. Now they just have to see if they can make another stop in this game.
Iannucci is coming back into the play with the dodgeball.
Yeah, but Walters is right there to close that off. Sheridan with another, gets screened off again. Williams gets that one-on-one against Peachy. Peachy, gets wrapped up by Williams. Williams is going to be run right into a beater. Peachy still has the ball. Boom Train's going to look to slow it down to get the look that they want. Sheridan has the ball in hand, jumps for joy. Peachy does not get rid of the ball. Andrews has the ball, getting sized up by Williams. Andrews has the ball, has two people on him, passes it off to Vasquez. Vasquez gets beat, I think, and Manzella rips the shot, passes it right to Andrews. Andrews sails the ball, no good, will run, cannot chase the ball down, and that is a good look for Boom Train, just could not finish, unfortunately.
Boom Train did everything but finish.
Yeah, and it looks like Rice and Iannucci do not have control. Bowman slowly taking the ball up to try to give their beaters a chance to get control back. Sheridan's on the left side. High has come into this game, and Rankin is in this game on the right side for the ball.
A goal here would also be DCQC's first lead of the game.
Should we not be up 1 now?
No.
I thought it was 12-12 off the catch.
Yeah.
12-12 off the catch.
You haven't scored yet. You haven't scored after that.
Rankin, great move there to escape. Pass it off to Bowman. Oh, fumbles there by Bowman. And Andrews looking to run. Great pass off there by Andrews to take it up the middle to let Manzella set up in the medium hoop. And now the goal is good. The goal, it makes it 13-12. Set score is 15. DCQC needs 17. DCQC needs 4 to win. Boom Train needs... Good God.
DCQC needs
5 to win. Boom Train needs 4 to win. Thank you. Bourne is in with Trina Hicks. Bowman has the ball, passes it off to High on the right side. Jenneret is back in this game with Liz Stone. High sizes up Vasquez, passes it back up to Bowman. Bowman has the time. Bourne comes in, makes the pass off to Jenneret. Jenneret has the pass off to Stone. No good. Great catch there by Brandon Duncan. Walters gets beat. Hicks kicks the ball back. That maintains control for them, but this will be a turnover for Boom Train.
Boom Train's going to get the stop and the chance to go up to. Koretsky and Burgess have to get back in this game. I know the subs have been coming fast and hard for DCQC, but I think to win this game, Burgess and Koretsky are going to have to ride it out to the end.
Yeah, Tad Walters setting up on the right side, looking to get control back. Looks like Marissa Weir's back in this game. High has stepped up against Andrews. Great catch there by Walters to get control back. takes the exchange against Walters against Hicks. All balls are on the ground. Peachy has the ball, takes the shot, gets knocked down by Generate. Generate is keeper, slows it down to get to set up on offense.
Jarrett Knipple playing for the first time in a minute here in this game. Big for DCQC. If he
All the balls are on the ground. Generate has to take off here and take space and recognize that. He has to get the ball off. Does it himself. Goal is good. The score is 13-13. First to 4 wins the game.
TJ Generate is elusive. It is very, very hard to bring him to the ground. And he's going to take that advantage anytime he can.
Koretsky is back in this game with Bourne. Bourne takes the beat against Andrews, gets Andrews out of the game, but might have lost control there in his efforts. Josh Johnson is just going to be patient, gets the ball off to Vasquez on the left side. Stone steps up to try to close off the angle. Sue takes out Bourne. Vasquez is just driving through everyone into space, passes it off to Manzella on the backside. That's just poor rotations for DCQC, where no one was left at hoops to make that play.
That's exactly it. They're playing a 2-2 zone. They completely lost that hoop, though. Something that Boom Train is going to take advantage of 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, and this is a quick callback to the game that we called against Bosnia, where the hoop side defenders for DCQC will try to fly the ball, and they'll be left wide open on the opposite side. Generate catches the ball back up top. Koretsky's trying to take Weir out of the play. Unfortunate bounce there. Goes right through Weir's legs. Great block there by Vasquez. Andrews gets the ball in hand, is looking to run. Manzella set up on the other side again. And that's the third straight goal for Manzella on that medium hoop. What was a 13-13 game is suddenly 15-13. And now Bernie has to come back in this game. And now it's Koretsky and Burgess trying to potentially stall the run that Boom Train is on. Knipple set up on the left side. Generate taking it slow on the right side. Gets pressured by Vasquez. Passes it off to High. High has Burgess protection. Keeper is protected, so High will try to rip a shot. Gets hit right at... gets hit by Andrews. Passes it off to Generate. Generate has the ball. Getting pressed. Will take the shot. And gets picked out of the air by Andrews. That's a poor shot there. I would have wanted Generate to just take the reset. Koretsky gets blown up, and now Andrews just takes the shot. Now it's next goal wins for Boom Train.
DCQC didn't have a plan to score. That's really what this comes down to. Apart from TJ Generate playing kind of solo ball, they just really haven't known what to do here.
Yeah, so now Rachel Williams and Sean Sheridan are back in this game. Knipple and Neutzel are going deep, and it looks like they want to set up in a potential box set. Sheridan has the ball left. The two chasers on the backside overlap. So Knipple is on the right side now. They have the numbers advantage on the right side if they want to push the right side. Passes it to Knipple. Knipple rips the shot. Goal is good. Andrews picks it up, passes it off to Vasquez. Vasquez fumbles the ball, cannot pick it up cleanly. Burgess with a great... Burgess gets beat out by Sue with a great play. Josh Johnson, jukes everyone out, scores it small hoop. That should be game if there are no calls on the play.
That is going to be game. It was a delayed call.
And that's the game.
170 to 145. Ryan Sue did everything but score that goal. Beat Burgess twice to make sure that it was a no dodgeball for as long as Boom Train needed to score that one.
Yeah, I mean, that was considering, again, we're going to go back to it, considering at the first 5 minutes of this game, it quickly was looking like it was going to be a blowout. DCQC made the adjustments. Their beaters looked confident. And I think the biggest thing that we talked about is the fact that they were just being decisive.
Indeed. DCQC, I think, even with the loss, are happy with this game. They kept it close. They were tied late. And I think, again, the big story, as we mentioned before, is the presence of Andrew Bowman. If he can do that against Boom Train, you'd like to think he could do that against any team in the country. And adding to that depth roster of star players that folks know about, Don Sheridan, TJ Generate, Jarrett Knipple, I think
Rachel
this is
Williams,
a huge addition.
Absolutely. And with that, we will call it a day for this game. Come back in about 15-ish minutes?
Give it 15 minutes.
Yeah, come back about 15 minutes for the next game. Unsure of what the game is, but we will be right here on Fast Break News.